Hello and welcome back to another casual Night Chit Chat Show. Now today we have some interesting news. Yeah. One of them is definitely stop killing games. Another one is, oh boy, we got a big layoff from Microsoft Studios, and we're gonna talk about some of these things because it is interesting. It is interesting about how, yeah, I won't say how gaming is. You know what? We definitely want to cover more gaming news for sure. And Web3 in general, I've covered as much as I can. And truth to be told, not much of a positive stuff going on. It is rough. Okay, so before we begin, a little bit of housekeeping. Hey Lou, welcome to the stream. Um, Okay, first I need to load up my game. Number two, I need to load up brawlers. Number three, small little announcement. Small little announcement. I am gonna technically today is the day that I'm supposed to release my game. Not to say release, but at least have a playable state. I'm gonna use the word playable state rather than MVP, white box, and all those stuff. So before we do anything, hang in there. I need to. I still haven't finished up the game yet. Okay, I'm gonna admit I haven't finished up the game, but I need to get this up and running. Okay, so we load up the game. We need to load up brawler. So give me some time, and I'm gonna say that's good news. Stop Killing Games has raised enough money to for the petition. So yeah, they reached their goal, but it is not an yet. Right, we need to get as much signature as possible. It is important, right? Preserving games is important. It doesn't matter what type of game. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Doesn't matter what type of game. You can preserve a video game. That's it, right? That includes clicker games. As much as I don't admit, as much as I really don't admit clicker game is a game, but you know what? We're gonna do a official on the record what game can consider a game and what game people have been making these days I cannot consider that as a game. It's just too, yeah, it's just too nothing. Okay, so let's see. Brawlers, come on. Epic Games being super slow for me, so I'm gonna do that. Let's see, what about my game dev? I have my game dev up and running. Yes, okay, so we go to this guy over here. Unity, yes, okay, cool. This is working. Sweet. And need to load up some article as well. And we are in July, so you know what? Let's put it this way. Since we're in July, this is the first stream for the month, and I think we reached to I won't say checkpoint, but we reached to a point where I technically are supposed to do a lot of a lot of things down the road. Like for example, I need to do a collection drop and whatnot. Now, not to say announcement, but disclaimer. This is a big disclaimer. Is that hold on a second. This. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so got all my stuff up and running. Where was I? Okay, so the disclaimer is that okay, Atomic Hub doesn't really. I have issues uploading my collection, like up video and pictures to Atomic Hub to make it a game, and it's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. I need to double check again. Now I don't have enough. Okay, not say I don't have enough time. I just don't have the time to just troubleshoot it because I have more important things. The collection, it is still important. I still want to get some stuff up and running for you guys out there, but it's just ridiculous. Like I don't know what's happening. Do I have enough RAM or not? I don't know. So that's a major disclaimer. I could not push anything out to for the collection. So that's why if you see some of my collection has not been, I didn't announce any drop. That's the main reason. Okay, that's number one. Number two is about the story. Yes, so I've built in a sort of built a story mode to the Twitch adventure raid chat thingy, and every time we reach a milestone, there will be a story unlock. Now, I think we can do it monthly. No, it is supposed to be monthly. All right, it is supposed to be monthly, and unfortunately, June I was too busy. I can't even do anything. I can't even do anything. That's that. Okay, so I'm trying out a lot of ways to be a little bit more interactive for the Twitch viewers out there, right? For you guys. So that's what I'm doing right now. So we're gonna do it monthly, and for not say for this month. So right now our milestone story is at 271. Oh, we did not hit the milestone story. So we're just gonna do a generic story. So far is that you are in an experiment or some sort, right? You can get the story from Discord. Unfortunately, it's not well written. I'm gonna blame myself for this. It's not very, very well written. So with that, we're gonna do a little bit of housekeeping for the Discord channel, and let's get on to it. Let's see. Okay, get this up. Then gonna wait for Discord to load. We're gonna do some some housekeeping and whatnot, and then we're gonna do a few smaller things. Now, the previous story, technically speaking, was supposed to get a new character per se. So we shall see. I have to do a few redesign and whatnot because it's just a few things here and there that I need to do it. Okay, now before we go to that part, we're gonna do some housekeeping for this. So devlog 24, 25 really did not do anything much. So now unfortunately the whole entire June, so I started, yeah, no, really June, the whole entire June is just nothing, right? And it's more towards cleaning up the game, which I'm going to show you the game as well. The 26. I just need to do some housekeeping and whatnot while waiting for anyone to join. So we're going to put it back here. Now, as much as I don't like idle, not say idle screen, idle stream, like there's nothing going on, so I don't really like that. And all right, so here we go. So let's cross check. 4th of June, that is the entry for devlog 22. 20th of June, 24th. Yeah, okay, so basically somewhere here it's missing, and I just need to double check a bit. So unfortunately, I cannot go back in history to retype some of the stuff. It's supposed to be every week, okay? So 4th of June, this should be 11. All right, 11 is over here, and then no, not 11. 4th, so this is on Tuesday. What? Yeah, okay, yeah, so okay, let's go by 4th 11, and then here's supposed to be 18. 18, oh come on, where's my June? 18, and then technically this is 20. Okay, 27, that's correct, and then 4th. All right, so everything is all checked out. Yeah, as you can see, nothing much going on over here. Boring. Boring. All right, I can't show you the game just yet because I need this small little thing to go. And the one thing I can show you is the story. So where's the story? So this is my early attempt on trying to write, but it's just rubbish. All right, literal rubbish. So this is at May, June. Okay, yeah. I need a better way to do this. And talking about this and monthly, what you call this, milestone progression, season season one is gonna come to an end. Let's see, I need to double check. Okay, so if you go to project, okay, so season one announcement was on June, technically July, June. Technically, it should end right now. Because you know what? It should end right now, along with the story. You know what? Let's end it. So we're gonna officially end the story and season, mid-July. Right? Give you guys extra time. Mid-July, we will end it officially. Season one is Avatar Ape. Basically, this the first part of the story, or not say first part of the story, the introduction story. Okay. You know what? We're gonna use chapter one, right? Chapter one or season one is about the introduction of the characters, the main character, Ape, and the avatars. Avatars being you. So I'm gonna just do a quick little write up, and then we're gonna wrap it up. And of course, at the end of season one, the new introduction, not new introduction, the new character is technically supposed to be introduced, but I didn't have time to do all the modeling and stuff, so a lot of things suffers. Wow, I just realized lots of things suffers because of not say scheduling conflict, but there's so many things I need to take care of. So with that, now we know that it takes time to create assets. Straight up, it takes time to create assets. I don't have any better way on going back and forth. So we will do a little bit of what you call this. Hold on a sec. I need to load this up. Okay, yes, good. Get this overlay up and running. Okay, sweet. There we go. So making a game is not as simple as not as simple as what I thought. I need to pay attention to more things, and especially if I want to introduce something new, because I have to create assets and whatnot. Okay, so the new character that's supposed to be introduced is, let's see, Subject 42. All right, so we're gonna have a new character, and we're gonna do, so the winner for season one gets to influence a little thing for the new character. Simple as that. And mostly it's gonna be an accessory, like for example a headgear, clothing, apparel. Yeah, so basically anything that the character can wear. One of the biggest reason is I can use it to put it into my game, and that's it. Rather than just create actually I'm supposed to create a whole new character. Okay. You know what? We're gonna start designing the new character. I'm gonna describe a little bit, but first let's get into the topic is Stop Killing Games. So Stop Killing Games finally has reached their what do you call this? Their petition. So they have hit 1 million, but we are not done yet. Okay, one of the biggest reason is they want to hit right now 1.4 million signature. Is there will be dispute, okay, for the signatures, for the total signature. I'm sure somebody will try to dispute and says, okay, this is not good, this should be void and whatnot. And for those who are new to the Stop Killing Games initiative, this is the most important thing, right? Stop Killing Games is a consumer movement started to challenge the legality of publishers destroying video games that destroying video games they have sold to customer, right? This is the keyword, right? The legality of publishers destroying video games they have sold to customer. Now, on the previous stream, we did talk a little bit about Web3. Like, how does it really? No, not does it really. Does Web3 games fall under this umbrella or whatnot? And unfortunately, the Web3 side is it's definitely on a gray area, but then the way that they are raking in money, they should be looped and put under this umbrella, which means any of the Web3 projects, the moment they put out a game, they should not take it away. And one of the big thing is because lots and lots of Web3 games fail to even put out a game. And that makes me very sad. That makes me very, 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 very sad because, ugh, yeah, it's rubbish. Okay, one of the, I would say, the best example is Ubisoft closing pulling off the crew. Basically, you cannot, so people who bought this game can no longer play this game at all. You cannot buy the game, obviously, because the game is closed. And it raises a very important question. And this question is in general, right? Any game out there that utilizes this live service structure. That's why a lot of Web3 game, in fact, I dare say all the Web3 game falls under that umbrella, the air quote live service. However, there's a few little, I would say, legal jargon out there that they do not need to oblige, which I would say, boo, that's rubbish. Okay, so basically any game that was sold, right, doesn't matter how much it costs, right, $10, $40, $80, you're supposed to keep the game. Now, obviously, because of Steam and the introduction of Steam and all these digital downloads and whatnot, things gets easier to the water gets very muddy, right? And that's the sad part. And unfortunately, that's the reality today. So, yeah, in my opinion, any game sold physical or digital, you're supposed to own it, because physical, the moment you own you buy a physical copy, you own the game. That's the analogy. Some people will say, oh no, because of the EULA licensing, you're technically just renting the game, whatnot. To me, that's bullshit. I would say straight up bullshit. Okay, if you own the game, you should keep the game. Full stop. Period. there's no reasoning in between that. Same goes to Web3 games, right? Web3 games, unfortunately, they only closed the service. You own the NFT, but the NFT became something that you cannot, it's digital and you technically cannot use. No, technically you still own it, but you cannot use. So that's the gray part, that's the legality part. Like, they only close the service, you still own the stuff that you bought, which is a little bit that's the only reasoning that I can think of that is the most reasonable out of every excuses slash stuff. Yeah, the short-lived here announced this week. Oh no, that's not cool. That's not cool. Let me bring it up again. AEW figure. All right, let's read about what's happening to this, because another. All right. So anyway, that's just what do you call this? The strongly. Yeah, it was a tapper. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at this guy for now. Where was I? Okay, so stop killing games. We are done, right? That's the reason why I can get behind this initiative. Any game that is created, you should be able to keep it. Straight up, you should be able to keep it. So Lou, I'm guessing this is the game that you're talking about. Yeah, that's marketplace and whatnot. And overall, it's good. It's good. All these are cool. Question is, what type of game is this? They didn't really show too much. Let's see. Okay, you know what? Looks okay. Looks okay. Obviously, there are a few things I'm not say can be better. I have not played it, so I cannot say anything about it. And if exactly like what you say, if it's shutting down, all right. So this is technically kind of a sort of a live service game. Now, if they're gonna shut this down, they should make this offline for anyone who owns. Now, I have to use the word own first because if this is a free to play game, then sure, it is fair to say that nobody owns it because it's free. But if you own any of the digital assets here, you should be able to keep it offline. Straight up, you should be able to keep it, you should be able to play it offline. 100%. There's no excuse. People will say, oh, IP, yada, 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 yada. I don't care. That's the reason why stop killing games is a very, very important thing. And that's it. Yeah. And to top it off, they did put quite some work. Even though if it's just a tapper, let's say you just press a few buttons according to this, all right? You click a few buttons in order to play, all right? And in this case, I won't say this is really a clicker game. This is not 100% clicker. All right, so this is fair. This is a good example of, all right, this is close enough. It feels like a tapper game. Oh no, this is a tapper game, but it's not a low effort tapper game. Yeah, you get cool assets, you have some cool animation, and you get to collect. So this is the part I don't really like because the moment they kind of they forces you. The moment they ask you to collect and whatnot, and yeah, there we go, error. Yeah, no, nope, no, that's bullshit. All right, you should be able to keep the game. Banking account, join the community, gets update. No, you should be able to keep the game. Let's see. Let's go to a quick little FAQ and see what they write. Yeah, password wallet. Because another game is Rec League, and Rec League also have the same issues as well, which is painful. I need to revisit them, so we're gonna revisit Rec League next week. I'm gonna try. Let's see if the game is still downloadable or anything else. Okay, because that is my number one key thing. Update. So we only have update 1.2. Okay, I won't say that's a bad update. Let's go 1.01, 1.02, hotfix 1.03, 1.04, and then jump to 1.2. That's a very, very weird jump. And then hotfix 1.41. Okay, you know what? I have a feeling the moment they release update 1.04, they not say they found out. They decide they have to acknowledge something when either actually that's not either, okay. Straight up, they're not getting the money that they are aiming for. I'm gonna call out, right? They're not getting the money that they're going for. So in between here, barely have any updates or notable updates, and then that's where you jump to update 1.02. Okay, that's my best guess. In general, that's most games that they will do. The only difference is games that does not have, what do you call this? Great. Games that I'm lost for words. Okay, I'm lost for words. Game that is not heavily dependent on microtransaction. Alright. Yeah. Yep. Oh, one more important thing. This is the most important thing. I just realized. Okay. Nobody cares about this. Terms of use, AEW. Okay. 2024 TM Bleacher, AEW, Oily. Okay, no, there's nothing much. Okay, cool. I thought I saw something. Because we want to know. I'm gonna assume this is an official IP because they didn't. Because this really said, yeah, all rights reserved, but this is under a diff. I don't know how to put this. It's here. It's different. Okay. Anyway, not a big deal. No, it is a big deal when if it's an official. It was official license. There we go. Because I know in general No, the reason why I say it doesn't really matter because I got into the Game of Thrones NFT thing as well, and they shut it down. And like, oh no, the amount of money I put inside there. It's like, and it's official. It's official by HBO, and it is so annoying. Or is it HBO? Okay, it is official, right? So same goes with this case, official licensed. Ugh. And obviously, right? If it's official license, I can guarantee they are not seeing the money that they want to see, and that's why they pull the plug straight up. Don't even need to think twice because that's the most basic of basics when it comes to Web3 projects. Okay, now this is a very good interest example, Lou. Very good what do you call this example for the stop killing games as well, and then I can use this for what is a clicker, what threshold of a game that they need to reach in order to get away from the most boring typical, okay, I cannot use the word boring, but it is boring though. So we're gonna officially talk about this, but first, before we get to that part, I want to cover the last topic of the night. It is Microsoft, okay, not Microsoft Studio, but Perfect Dark. The group that is in charge of Perfect Dark is closed. The reboot is cancelled. Kaput. GG. Alright, so I'm gonna load up IGN because let's see what news sources. You know what? We're gonna use IGN, all right? We're gonna use IGN because that's the place I usually grab it. All right, so the Perfect Dark reboot cancelled, and Xbox Studio. No, the troubled Perfect Dark reboot is cancelled, and Xbox Studios, the initiative has shut down. Yep, there we go. Huge layoff. Now this is the most I won't say saddest thing, but whenever a what you call this a studio closed down, it is very painful. But we want to know how bloated the company is, okay? Because this is the part where it's painful when a company gets over bloated. When they cut, it's a huge cut, and that really sets a tone to a lot of things. All right. So the Perfect Dark demise comes apart what have fast become bloodbath at Microsoft, with reports suggesting over 9,000 staff because a company closed. That's a lot of people. That is painful. Okay, very painful. But then again, it says suggesting over 9,000. Okay, we don't have the official numbers just yet. Next up, okay, so that's there. Then of course we have more games getting cancelled. Candy Crush Maker King also hit hard as Bethesda. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, that doesn't make sense. All right. Anyway, the Memo Sense Gaming Stars, Xbox Studios confirmed. Oh, so 2 games, Everwild and Perfect Dark. So Everwild is from Rare. This is hit by UK studio. Okay, cool. Well, not cool. Not cool. Yeah, 9,000. So Lua, this is still say suggesting 9,000. I have to be very careful with the word. So it's, but still, that's a lot. That's a lot. It's still brutal. Yup. Okay. Nothing much here. Okay. So here doesn't really talk a lot about it, so I already skimmed through some of it because this part is very straightforward. Okay, very straightforward. No players, no revenue equals dead. Simple as that. All right. No matter how you spin it, no matter how you want to make it good, no players, no buyers, dead game. And this is the part we also have to admit on the Web3 side as well. Okay, very important. The only thing left The only thing left is that I would say the saving grace of not bashing this type of closure is that the game gets cancelled. So this one is a little, the reason is much more acceptable to me. Is okay, yes, it is sad, it is still sad, but it is cancelled. So I'm not too angry. I'm still angry at this, but not as angry as games like AEW. Yeah, so like this literally just get chopped off. Game that has already been made gets chopped off. Yeah, that is rubbish, rubbish. So this is basically okay. Not say okay-ish, but still bad. So let's see. Microsoft made huge number cuts to its gaming business since acquiring Activision. Yep. So one of the biggest reason why this is corporate. Okay. So when it comes to gaming, it's very straightforward. Corporate, the moment a huge gaming company buys another company, corporate will start, trimming down the fat and whatnot. Yeah. And this is 1,900 staff on January. The question is, really? One of the things that I am curious and at the same time, can I say shocked? Because you know what? Let's verify this 9,000, okay? That sounds too much. 900 sounds reasonable. Sounds about there. But how many people does it really take to make a game? That's the ultimate question. How many people does it take? 1,900 staff on January. So this is when the studio closed. Oh no, this cut. Studio closed. So rate 4 closed. That's another 650. Okay, that is something. And in this May, Microsoft cut an eye-watering 6,000 staff. Okay, this is entire workforce. But then again, where does all this number comes? I am baffled. That's a huge number, okay? That's a huge number. So where did all this number comes from, and how? And that begs the question: how many people does it take to make a game? Really, how many people does it really take to make a game? I will, you know what? Before end of the year, I will try to grab at least a ballpark number. Like okay. So first thing first, we need to remove the most obvious. Okay. Bureaucracy people, we don't really care. HR, we don't really care, although we do care a little bit. But most likely all the administrative stuff is really not game related. Marketing team, we're gonna consider them because they market the game, although it's technically not related, but we will include for the sake of argument. And then of course the developers, the story writers, the art team, and whatnot. Because at the end of the day, if you ask me, how many main departments? Let's start off. Okay, so of course you have the programming team, and most likely the programming team will be the biggest, or at least 50%. Because you will split, right? So the development teams, some will be in charge of maintaining the what do you call it, the engine code if they have their own engine. And of course we have people to make new code, some people who just need to play test the code, and that is just the back end code. And then if this is a live service, okay, the only thing that I can think of if the numbers get so high is because it's a live service game, because you have server and whatnot, so you need somebody in between the okay, anyway, I don't really know, but I'm just probably that's that. So 50%. And then when it comes to the asset team, the art team, so the art team most likely is about 33 to 35%, give or take. No. The art team would be okay, because the art team we have to split. We really need to split. But before we get to that, let me do this. All right. Perfect Dark, Microsoft. Layoff. I want to know the number. We want to get to the number because I don't think it's that much unless they say 9,000 over 2 games. Layoff count. Okay, let's see. Okay, Microsoft is scrapping 2 upcoming video games. All right, so basically they're counting 2 games. So Perfect Dark and Everwild. This additional ending the development on several unannounced projects. Okay, there we go. Let me get this. Okay, there we go. 2 upcoming video games plus several unannounced projects, totaling more than 9,000 employees. Okay, that makes more sense. But still, 9,000 people, that's overkill, okay? that's really overkill. Ooh. Okay, we want to know what's Everwild. What's Everwild? Okay, you know what? Enough about sad stories. But we're gonna just close up with Everwild. So Everwild. What is Everwild? Okay. Come on. Xbox. Show me. Show me. Unless they remove it. Did they remove it? They remove it. They remove it. Smart. Okay, anyway. Whew, that is bad. That is bad. Alright. Anyway, I just want to cover these 2 main topics for the day. Now, before we move on to the next segment, which is the live game development and whatnot, because I need to push this game, we're gonna do some adjustments, and that we're gonna end with this note. On the record, what is a game? What is a video game? In 2025, we cannot use what is a game like, for example, in the 1960s or the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s. Yeah, we can't use those examples. For example, Pong. Pong is a very simple game, right? You just you just bounce the ball between 2 sides, and then the first person who cannot return the ball, right, loses. Or yeah, so simple as that, right? And the control is up and down. Two buttons, up and down. That's it. Simple as that. Okay, so clicker game. What is a clicker game? Because lately I've been dabbling in clicker games, idle games, and whatnot. So let's start off with the definitive trait. If any clicker games, okay, we're gonna use clicker because clicker usually only has 1 button. Same goes with idle games. But idle games has multiple buttons, but you technically don't really click the buttons, so that's even worse. Now, if I press 1 button and it does something, technically it's not a game yet. Okay, not a game yet. However, if I press a button and it does a little bit more than doing something, for example, I'm going to use the AWES as a good example. You have a few buttons to press, right? It's still a tapper, right? You have a few buttons to tap. There's a menu and whatnot. You get to choose your character, and then in the game you just like press a button to attack, press another button to follow up your attack, press another button to follow up the attack. Okay, now if you need timing to press certain buttons, okay, it is a game. If you need you need timing, like for example, okay, this is a good time to block, press a button. If this is a time for you to attack, press a button, then that is a game, because it allows you to, you know, what you call this, you need to get your timing right. And it goes to like the typical carnival game, like for example, you shoot, you throw a ball into a bucket, you use a water gun to shoot something, you throw a ball to hit a target. Now, obviously, most of them are skill based because there's ways to throw the ball and whatnot. And another one is the most classic one is you hit a pedal as hard as you can, and then the pedal, not pedal, yeah, technically it's a pedal or a pad, and then the pad will show you your score. That is dependent on how strong you are, kind of. Right. Of course, there are a few techniques to make it much. You can put more power into it, but that's a little bit more skill based. So timing to press a button is a skill. It's a very, very easy skill. So that is considered game. If you ask me to spam a button, continuously click, then that is borderline a game. Now, the next question is, what is the goal to click the game? To get more resources, which is a typical thing. Then at the end of the day, that is not a game. I'm going to draw the line. That is not a game. You call me to press a button, not just press, spam a button, and the game only gives you a button, one button only to click. No, 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 that's not a game. A lot of Web3 game will fall in this category, mind you. Now, the only saving grace to end this, all right? The only saving grace is if you have other buttons to press. I won't say other buttons to press. If there's any other functions in it, okay, then that would be most likely, at least you got more reason to press certain buttons. And that's where a lot of idle games, I want to put this way, a lot of idle games, technically speaking, is not really a game. Technically, it is a visual, it's just a visual it's just an interactive visual medium, right? I know a lot, some of the video games that I play, and back then it's like a clicker game, right? And I don't think it's a clicker game, but now I have to admit it is a clicker game. And the next part is, if it's just a clicker game, make sure you put some cool visuals behind it, right? For example, if you click a button, it does a special animation, great. And then if you upgrade, it gives you another animation, good, right? This is like arcade game, because a lot of arcade games, same thing as well, right? But most arcade game is also air quote skill based and also luck based, okay? So with that, officially, if I just press a button and a number just pop up, that is no longer a game. I don't care if it's a video game or not. The moment I press, if the game tells me to just press a button and to see a number pop up, yeah, no. At least give me a bit more than just a number, right? A visual treat or anything else. Like, okay, if not, it becomes like a slot machine. As much as I hate to say, it becomes like a slot machine because you just press a button, and then the game just do it for you. Yeah, if you call that a game, then yeah. I know they are still called a game, okay, but at least slot machine there is a timing in it, so technically speaking, it's still better. Anyway, that's where I draw the line. Clicker games in general, I need to see it. Okay, I cannot call it a game anymore. A lot of clicker games are just cash grab. Okay, so with that, let's move on to the next part. I know this is slightly, yeah, no, I just realized I didn't queue up. Okay, so let me stop the game, as in the main game. We're gonna do a few small little tweaks because we are almost there for the presentation build. All right, oopsies. Oh wow, I just realized I need to do this. Okay. All right. Okay. Go to this part. I'm gonna load up single player game. then we're gonna zoom in. Okay, cool. So unfortunately, I did not have time to do a lot of modeling and whatnot. So what we're gonna do a few things is we're gonna substitute some of this stuff. And I have I have the assets to do it. So luckily I have the assets to do it. So we're gonna have 1 tree, 2 tree, 3 trees. We're gonna do a little bit of this. Bear with me a little bit because this is live game dev. And yeah, I'm doing it live anyway. Okay, so this is gonna be 0 0.2, 0 0.2, 0 0.2. Okay, nice. Gonna get a few trees here and there. Okay, up here. No, we don't want to cover. We're gonna make sure it is. Yeah, we don't want to cover. So I've added a little bit on the UI, but this part I'm still not satisfied. So there's a few things I need to really need to do a few things. Okay, put you here. Copy. Put here. Copy. Put here. Copy. Put you here. Copy. Okay, copy. Okay, there we go. At least it's a little bit more stuff. Now, before we do anything, I need to copy this. Not say copy. Put this here. Put this here. Switch it to static. Yes to all children. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to swap this thing out. Is there any way to swap this thing out? Can I do this? We're gonna replace this as a tree for the fun of it. But the tree I have, I can't use the tree though. I just realized I can't use a tree. Actually, I can. Give me a sec. All right, give me a sec, because what we need to do is we need to assign one important script. And if this works, then yippee. If it doesn't work, then ugh. Okay, multi. Yes. Basic mouse over. Click. Make sure we have all the things that we need. Item. This is gonna be. All right. There we go. Make sure we set in everything. Temporary. Okay. And then we need to pull in another script. I know you can't really see it because I'm just dragging and drop, and I can't really change the overlay anymore because it will mess up my other overlays, which is a little sad. Okay. 1, 2, 13, and last one, 15. All right, cool. Press play. So now if I were to highlight, if I were to mouse over to this tree, it should show me. Oh no, it doesn't change. Oh, okay, that doesn't change because I forgot to add one crucial item, and that is collider. Mesh collider. Yeah, we need a mesh collider. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. And then what else? That. Aha! Yes, it worked. Okay, it worked. Great. It worked, but it didn't work exactly like what I want because we have not put in a very key item. So let me set this up. Okay, good. So that works. Now the next part is we need to, unfortunately, there's few features I had to not say cut it off, but I need to cut it off from the presentation build because if not, it makes it unpresentable in a way. Beep. Yes, everything is red. So if we click this guy, okay, no, new game. Yeah, it should appear this thing. Okay. Okay, I need to check why, right? Why? Okay, let's see. Because I've put almost everything the same. I'm sure something went wrong somewhere. Okay. No. Yeah. Click, 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 click. Oh, before we do anything, I need to change the script as well. 30 seconds. We're gonna make it a little bit slow. Because I need to get the game over screen as well. The game over screen is supposed to be just a simple game over, thank you for playing, and then new game. And of course I need to put another I need to put the word exit. Yeah, I need to see this. All right, we do see some of the stuff over here. This one I need to turn it off, unfortunately. Save. And this will be available to be downloaded in my Discord channel. So if you are in my Discord channel, you get to download. It is free. Okay, so cool. All right, so now this is done. I'm happy with this, although we have a few small little hiccup like level 0. Supposed to show level 1. Okay. HP, yeah, so we have here. I need to adjust that a little bit. So we have adventure over, you win. All right, so everything is here. Nice. Level 99. Yeah, something is wrong somewhere. Need to fix that. So yes, but why this doesn't go? Okay. Small little problem over here. Oh no. It's temporary. Yeah, I don't understand. Okay, let's assume close everything. And then okay. I need to know if this works, because if this doesn't work, then something is messed up. Yeah, something is messed up. Because if I were to manually create a cube, okay, so I'm gonna directly create a cube. 3D objects, create a cube. Bring you here, just leave it there. We're gonna add. Well, did I? Nope, item and basic mouse over highlight. Basic mouse over highlight and item. Okay, so okay, that's it. These are the two things I need. So once I put everything, now I'm gonna press play and it should work. All right. Oh, it did not work. Oh, now this is different. This is different already. Okay. What do you call this? Okay, item start. I know I'm missing something. What am I missing? What am I missing? No, I didn't miss anything. Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha. 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 I was figuring out why it's not clicking. Gotcha. I hope this is the one. Okay. Beep. Yeah, alright, cool. Done. Okay. I don't need a cube anymore. I make sure I need to put all this back. Clickable. Switch this. Clickable. And we should be able to do this. Beep. Yes. Done. Okay, cool. That's that. Now I need to adjust a few things. One of the key thing I need to adjust is the buff. Single player, buff, image. Okay, so I have this. XP. Okay, good. Damage. Beep. Okay, I got this up. That's all I need. So now I can click. So it gives me the fist sign. Yeah. Beep. Okay, cool. We got a buff. Done. Next up, gonna close. Yeah, I'm gonna turn you off so you have a tree to click. For those who do not know, that's basically a buff, a bonus, so you guys can click. All right. Next up, what I need to do is back to what do you call this? Script. I need to do a quick debug because what we need to do is we want to make sure the game over screen is good, and then after that, the game is the presentation built for you guys to play is complete. Literally, it's complete. Okay, the only thing I need to replace is this guy. So this guy, I'm gonna switch to a. I already have the model ready, but I just haven't put it in. So this one I will do it off stream because I need to double check a few things, and it is the lowest priority. Okay, make sure. Yeah. Canvas, where are you? Canvas. Game over. No, not this game. It's not this game over. Game over. Yes, this game over. This will go here. Okay, that one I'll worry later. Game over screen, so it would say game over. Game over 100. I'm gonna put a little bit here like this. Days on the island. No. Thank you for playing. All right, there we go. And then we have a restart button. Restart button. Let's make it nice and bold. Yep. Gonna put it here. Gonna put it here. I also need to make sure that our display. Okay, so this is full HD. Full HD. Restart. New game. New game. Font size 72. Yes. Yeah, okay, cool. And let's do a quick little check. Poof. Okay, mood. So how to get game over? The mood. Once the mood hits 0, game over. Game over. Thank you for playing. New game. Bloop. All right, cool. Now that's one. Next up, we want to change to 30 seconds. Happiness minus 10. Mood plus 5. Okay, yes. That should be it. Okay, next up is level. Now unfortunately our windmill is a little bit useless right now. So, but we'll do a few things. We're gonna list down a few things. So right now the windmill is a bit useless. So yes, we got a buff, 10 buff. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we don't want to show the UI. We don't need to show the UI. So let's get into our script. Clickable items is what's it called? Let me get game manager, clickable items. Okay. So item selector, item, if this is a house, we show the house. If not, temporary buff. All right, so we don't need to do any of these things over here. Oops, come on. Selected UI active? No, don't need to show the UI. Okay, so that's because we already have a UI indication over here, so we don't need it anymore. And just remove it. Before we do anything, navigation, select all the trees. It's not inspector. All terrain, no, big. Yeah, okay, cool. So yes. So if we click the tree, nothing, we get a buff. Click the windmill, click anywhere else, nothing happened. Click this, get into this game. And then the buff will persist. Okay, good. Number 1 done. Next up is next up is our stats. Okay. This requires a little bit of management. Okay, so it's 30 seconds. Stats. All right, update stats. Okay, when do we update the stats? When the game starts, we should update the stats. Start, there we go. Okay, update stats, and then because if it's a new game, we should see level 1, literally just level 1. And that's the first thing I need to make sure. Don't forget to switch screens. Level 99? No. No. Why did they say level 99? Did I not assign it? Yes, I did not assign it. Where are you, canvas? HP, no. You here. Okay, there we go. Press play. It should say level 1. Or at least level not 99. Okay, level 0, which means that's correct. Because I need to add in one more thing. We need to make sure this thing is copied. Because when we start the game, if it's new game, happiness, yeah. Uh, oh my goodness, all my spelling is rubbish. Okay, new game. Reset save system, yes. And then single player, avatar level equals 1. Set level 1. Okay, done. All right, that's great. And then we will check the game. And after that, we need to add in sounds and whatnot. Unfortunately, for this build, there's 0 sounds. So I need to find a better, I need to, a lot of work, okay? Lots and lots of work. Like I said, the art department is this, I won't say the second biggest, but it is technically the second biggest. But depending on, all right, so this is the fun bit. I know for a fact, depending on the, oh, ooh, let me fix this. Depending on the game, some games will have much bigger asset department because they have lots and lots of assets to make. However, that is usually asset department where they only go big when it's like production time. Only during production. That's where they need to build the map, right? Populate the map, populate the characters, okay, namely characters, not just character. Usually they will do it before the production. They will nail down certain look. In fact, actually, most characters, they don't really need too much artists technically, but depending, because at this day of age, most characters, see, that's the fun bit, because most of the characters, you don't really see them up close or see them often. So sometimes you can have the same character, like of the same variant, just different color, and that doesn't really take a lot of resource out from the art department. But the main character, yes. And most cases, they don't really need a huge asset, or not asset, the art department, because of things can, they don't need to churn out a lot of things in one go as compared to the coding side. But then again, really, really dependent. But I still feel that the programming side is still the biggest because they have so many things to take care of, whereas the art, the moment you have one variation done, you can easily make multiple variations. Like as you can see, my avatar, I just need to get my avatar one time right, and I can just easily populate. Okay, where was I? While explaining, I got lost. Clickable items. Oh wait, click item, get projects, reset UI. We always need to reset. False. Okay, there we go. Always need to reset. Alright, so that's that. I just need to double check a few things, because once that's done, we actually kind of done with the game. Okay, because we already have our game over screen, we have all the necessary bits and pieces. I know there will be some minor bugs that I did not encounter for. Yeah, all right, good. So windmill house, buff, level 2 XP. So this basically just show you the base stats. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to remove certain things. Yeah, we don't need the code because now it's just visual base. Okay, game over. Yeah, close, selectables. Okay, there we go. Okay, clickable. In title 1, we don't need you. Oh no, we need you. Oh no, we don't need you. We don't need you. We need another one. Okay. So disable you. because there's a lot of things I haven't done. I used the word haven't done yet, but I haven't done yet. All right, avatar stats. Okay, main stats is up here. We're gonna move next is our XP and level. We're gonna make it nicer, so we're gonna put it sideways like this instead of middle. Okay. And then next is title 2. Bonus slash self-explanatory. All right. Title 2 will be a bit bigger as well. 72. Okay, that's it. That's it. And I need to put a last button because if it's going to be playable, it has to. All right, avatar stats level 2, XP 0, bonus buff, no buff. Click this. Boom. Okay, why say level 2 over here? Now we want to double check because technically it's supposed to say level 1. Let's go inside here. House level +1. Okay, we don't need +1 anymore because level it's built in already. Yes, sir. Okay, and for that we are done. We are done. As far as the game goes for presentation build, it is 99%. All right. The reason why I say 99% because I need to add one button, which is the quit button. So I'm going to put a quit button somewhere here. And I need to remove this red ball. So just remove the red ball right now. Okay, turn off the tracker. So I need to just go. Do I need, you know what? I should on the tracker though. The tracker would be, no tracker needed. Buff. Beep. Yeah, I know sometimes you can say if I click this, there should be a pop-up say buff gain or something like that, but that's later down the road. And I need to put a quit button. I need to change. Okay. Sadly, this I have to do it off stream. 3 things I need to do. Number 1, a button that says quit. Not just the button, the function to quit the game. I need to test it later. Unfortunately, I cannot test it live because I need to build the game. That's 1. Number 2, replace this asset with a wooden bridge. Something, yeah, a little wooden bridge. I already have the assets done already. I haven't exported it, so I need to export and bring it in here. That's number 2. And number 3, this gray background is boring. So we're gonna remove the gray background and put it at least something, okay? At least something, not just gray. This is just, yeah, nonsense. All right, click this guy. Same thing as well. Everything is nice and great. Oh, click. Oh, did I mess up? Did I mess it up? Okay, I need to debug this. And debug this and probably edit this part. Okay, you know what? That's it. All right, so that's that. The game is like I said, 99% done, but that last part, let's double check one more time. Okay, you know what? Let's debug it live. Let's debug it live. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that slide anymore. And I thought I fixed. No, did it? Okay. Let me do a few things. All right. Let me do a few checks so that we can get everything all in one place. Click you. Okay. Hit. Yeah. Okay, cool. It did work. Okay, adventure over, you win. All right, so this one is a little bit rough. So we're going to... Okay, 4 buttons. Number 4, another button. We need a button that says escape. Yeah, we need a button that says escape. When you escape, you won't get a mood gain. You will get negative. And then we need to double check this as well. Huh. Hold on a sec. Let me pause. Just because that one feels happiness. I see. Okay, I see the mistake. I see the error of my ways. No, we're gonna let we're gonna let the enemy attack a little bit. Yeah, okay, it worked. Level 0 again. Why level 0? So these are the 4 small little bugs that I need to figure out. Like, well, why level 0? Why? Okay, yeah, go home. Yeah, still level 1. Oh my goodness, something is wrong. I thought I've ironed this out. Okay, yes, mood it's definitely high up there. Player HP. Enemies defeat. Avatar level 1. Right? Level 1 XP 45. That makes no sense. I'm gonna check. Unfortunately, this requires. Okay, unfortunately, there are one too many bugs I don't like. Okay. Let's do this. First thing first. Okay. No, you know what? We're not gonna let it slide. I'm gonna add on another 15 minutes to this. Okay, first we pause. I want to grab everything as much as I can. Okay, so it's not new game and not whatnot. And then just click buff. Okay, buff is working. Now, the whole entire part is this area. Okay. So what I want to do is, let me bring up the game manager. We want to get our HP as low as we can because I know my most strongest attack it's gonna be a one hit. Okay, avatar level 1, XP 45, enemy defeated 3. Okay, let's go with that number. Hit. Oh, hit. There we go. We have issue number 1. Things are just not registering. Yep, attack is just not registering. Okay, now we want to check why. We're going to go to console, no error. No error. Okay, I don't know why. Okay. Okay, somewhere went wrong. And I just don't like. Okay. Let's get to work. Attack module. No, not here. Not here. Okay, so it's not attack module, not this guy. And wow, I don't know. I really don't know what's happening because it worked, and now it don't want to work. I really don't like it. Okay. Okay. You know what? Bonus damage just 5. Okay. Let's make it 5. +5 plus Oh no, no, no. Just +5. Just +5. Okay. We will enable the debug. Because that is not cool. We're supposed to see animation and then we technically already fixed that animation. And I tested before the stream, I tested a few times. It is just not cool. Okay. You clear everything. We remove this. Okay, before we do anything, I need to put this here. Player attack, okay. Resources in special attack falls, get resources. All right. Okay, click you. All right, so we have all our buff and whatnot. I don't like this. Okay, check. Avatar manager. Okay, so if I press attack, it should attack. But it did not. It did not. Why? Why suddenly decided not to attack? Okay. Let us pause this. Okay, so it goes like this. Attack, perform attack, resource reduction, player attack. Okay, we don't want bonus damage, we just go straight. Do attack. Just remove everything. Because I think I will add that. Resource, counter bar. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, did I try to be fancy and then because I know it worked. It worked before I added a few some of those stuff there, and I just want to double check, make sure everything is clean on my side. Okay. Don't tell me it's dead. Right, we're just gonna let it play for a while because we want to make sure a few things as well. We need to make sure the leveling system works on on this side. Okay, XP gain 70. Okay, level 2. Level 2, yep, okay. Yes, now before we go to that part, what I need to double check a few things. Wow, it's really this part over here. Tisk. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do at least 1 or 2 more playthrough, and because I added 15 more minutes, I should have enough time to do a lot of debugging. We're gonna change this UI just a little bit. We're gonna put enemy HP down here, or we put here enemy HP and then enemy level 1 HP. Yeah, okay. All right, good. Good. All right, so everything works. Level 3, nice. No buff. Click buff. The buff, unfortunately, I have to remove it so it's not usable. Okay, yes. Good. Okay. One small problem. Level 0. Y level 0. XP gain 85. Level 1. Yep, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, let's do this. Player defeated. Hmm. Okay. Where was I? Would gain, win, lose, buff falls. Wow, really the buff. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, I'm not gonna put too much effort in the leveling yet because the leveling is something, not saying new, but I need a running leveling, so that part has to change a little bit later. Player set to roam. Okay, no, we don't care about that. True, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Seems all right on my end. As in the logic is sound, but doesn't feel right. Because like you can see, it went to 0 for some reason. Okay, click U. Okay, so if we were to win this, that means my buff has issue. Okay. Level 2, yeah. Click buff. Okay, go home, level 3. Now again, I won't put too much effort in this just yet because this is a presentation build again. I know there are a few bugs there. Okay, yeah, level 4. Right now I'm going through the game as fast as I can, and the game is actually quite simple. So I wouldn't worry, not say risk, I wouldn't worry too much. We also need to care about HP. HP is going down quite a lot. Okay. And it resets. It resets. Okay, we're gonna do some playthrough just a little bit. And it's hilarious. It's really hilarious. That is because of the leveling system. The leveling system I know needs a lot more work, so I'm not I don't need to worry too much. Okay, but I know I need to fix this first. Yeah, the XP, yeah, the leveling not so worried, not too. I know I should iron it out, and that would be the task for the remaining like later. If not count, yeah, over 100. Okay, yeah, and then calculated. Yep, done. Okay, check. Okay, as far as that is concerned, done. Okay, now we're gonna play new. We're gonna just start new game, and then because at the same time, no, we need to try because I know this one requires a lot of playthrough. Ugh. Okay. The reason why I have to press that because of the new game No. All right, I'm gonna put another button. Quit a new game. We're gonna put somewhere here. Quit. No. Quit new game. Yeah, just quick built in. Okay. Yes. And then we definitely need to fix this before the stream ends. That's the deal that I want to. Not say that's the deal. That's the target that I want to put it in here. Okay, check. HP, yep, HP low. Okay, yep, good. Yes. All right, HP gain back. Mood, yes. Level 2, no changes. I didn't click buff this round, so I don't think the buff is the biggest issue. We shall see what level does this thing gets kicked. There we go. The moment we let the HP returns, it... Okay. Alright. Now, for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the weekend. So, unfortunately, I can build the game right now and ship it. Not say ship it, and let you guys play. You know what? For the record, I'm gonna build it as it is. Not to say I don't want to build it as it is. No, not say I build it as it is. I know there's still some issues, but I want to put it on the record because one of the key thing is that I want to know I'm not saying what's my capability, but how much more effort do I need to no just for bookkeeping. Yeah, breadcrumb bookkeeping, how you want to say it's mainly for that. Because I think it's time. It's really time for it. Okay, like I said, we're gonna adjust this. Yeah, okay, good. Adventure results, we're gonna close you. Level, okay. Bold, really? You bold it? Okay, cool. Next up, I need to do this. Because the leveling really messes up. For some reason, it doesn't load correctly. Okay, so how does it do is single player save system. I'm gonna blame here a little bit. No. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through some of these things. Okay, get current level 1, 2. Okay, so we at 4. So we don't have any more levels after that. Avatar Life Manager, let's check out as well. Happiness, counter. Oh, no, wrong one. Clickable items. So I know my leveling system has to recalculate a lot of things. Get component, item name, permanent. Yeah, 10, 20, 40, 80, 160. Yeah, the whole entire leveling system I need to fix. I really need to fix. Okay, so when we click where are you? Avatar menu? No. Mature. Okay. So if current level is 4, yeah, get XP. Okay, we're gonna add one more safety perimeter. If get current level is more equals to 5, we do nothing. New level equals 5. get XP equals 0. All right, this makes sense. Because we will save, I think it's here, save new levels. All right. If the current level is more than 5. Okay, that's it. If it works, it works. If it does not work, let's officially finish it. So I will do 3 things off stream. New game and quit button. Yes, unfortunately, that one requires the function. I cannot do it live. Change the backdrop and add a new asset. That also requires what do you call this? Off stream. Yeah. All right. So with that, that's the end of the stream. So before I go, don't forget like. So I want to wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place. Tuesday, we're gonna come back to the stream on Tuesday and Thursday next week, 9 p.m. PT time. Okay, so I'm also streaming on Kick as well. So Kick and Twitch. All right. And last but not least, for those who are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you guys in the next stream. And I'm gonna... No, I did say today. This game must go out today for you guys to play. All right, cool. Check. Level 1. Enemy level 1, that's okay. I'm not so worried about the enemy just yet. We're gonna have more varieties of enemy down the road. Level 1, XP 0. Okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with the XP system because we really need to go through a major overhaul for the XP system. It just doesn't really make any sense. Okay. Until then, see ya.